Variation to the original work is almost certain to occur in construction project. Most forms of contract have provisions which allow any necessary changes to be made during construction process. Without the variation clause, changes to the original contract are not allowed. As for the definition as per clause 24.2 in PWD 203A, the term variation means a change in the contract documents which necessitates the alterations or modifications of the design, quality or quantity of the works as described by, or referred to therein, and affects the contract sum, including a. The addition, omission, or substitution of any work. b. The alterations of the kind or standard of any of the materials goods to be used in the works, or c. The removal from the site of any work executed or materials or goods brought thereon by the contractor for the purposes of the works other than work, materials or goods which are not in accordance with the contract. These are the reasons that lead to variations to the original work. It can be due to site condition, statutory requirements, change in client's requirements, defective contract drawings, bills of quantities, specification, and others, and may be due to poor cost control, for example shortage of fund. These are the relevant contractual provisions regarding variations in PWD Form 203A and PAM Contract 2018. A variation means any change to the work as described in the contract document as shown in the drawings, specification, bills of quantities, and others. The type of variation works are as follows: removal of work executed on site, change of quantity of work, change of quality of work, removal of materials brought onto site, as well as change of design of work. In order for a variation works to be carried out, a procedure needs to be complied. Variation work starts when the SO issues instruction to the contractor, particularly in the form of written instruction. Once the contractor receives the instruction, contractor can proceed to carry out the variation work. And then, SO is responsible to measures, values, and also certifies the variation work. And lastly, employer will pay to the contractor for the variation works through interim payment. Instruction is very important for a variation works to take place. Therefore, all parties should understand on all of these matter. Firstly, it is about power to issue instruction. The superintending officer has full power to issue instruction to the contractor to carry out any variation work which he thinks necessary for satisfactory completion of the project. Secondly, written instruction is compulsory to be issued for variation work. An oral instruction is of no immediate effect, and it does not bind the contractor to comply with it. Any oral instruction must be confirmed later in writing within 7 days after its issuance by the superintending officer himself. And the third one is about compliance to instructions. The contractor must comply with the superintending officer's instruction immediately. If the contractor does not comply with the instruction, the superintending officer will send a notice to the contractor requiring the contractor to comply with the instruction. Measurement of variations. Superintending officer or SO is responsible to measure and value the variation works done by the contractor. It should be done as soon as possible to enable payment for the works to be included the interim payment certificates. The variation works that has been carried out by the contractor must be paid in the interim payment certificate even though certificate of adjustment of contract sum is not yet prepared. The SO is only required to measure variations that have been confirmed in writing. Valuation of variation works. The SO must make the valuation of the variation works accordingly to arrive at the amount to be paid to the contractor. The provision lists down the rates, or prices to be used in the valuation of the works. The valuation of variation works can be done by using contract rates, adjusted contract rates or pro rata rates, agreed rates, or may also use day work price to value the work.